Welcome back to TVC News. It's been a busy week for sports here on Rocky Top, but when is it not? Am I right, Alexa?
Right, Aubrey. Our Zach Pelfrey joins us to bring you up to date on everything you missed. Zach?
Thanks, guys. From triumphant wins over longtime rivals to dominant series wins, there's a lot to cover here on the Rocky Top Sports Report. Some big names in Lady Vols basketball are receiving some accolades. Lady Vol for Life Shamiqua Holtzclaw was named to Tennessee's Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025. And Coach Kim Caldwell was named to the Naismith Women's Coach of the Year watch list. Caldwell is one of 6 SEC coaches to make this list. But last night, we saw a different kind of success, as the Lady Vols fought hard and won against Alabama. It was the first time that the two have both been ranked since 1998. With outstanding performances and double-digit scoring from Jules Spears, Talisha Cooper, and Z Spearman, the Lady Vols sent the Tide back to Tuscaloosa. Staying on the hardwood, it's been a quiet week for the men's team, but this Saturday, the Vols are heading down to College Station. The Vols are hoping to secure a much-needed win against number 7, Texas A&M. But it won't be easy. The Vols are only 5-4 when it comes to playing ranked opponents, and this is their closest matchup yet. Over to the Diamond, a tough loss yesterday for the Lady Vols softball team was followed up by a major win soon after. After nearly 8 scoreless innings, Oregon beat the Lady Vols 1-0 in their first game of the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic. After that, the Lady Vols dominated their next game against Oregon State, winning 10-0. Sophia Nugent delivered a team-leading 4 RBIs, and Aaron Newer threw 6 shutout innings. This afternoon, the Lady Vols play against Rutgers at 1:30, UCLA at 6:30, and tomorrow they close out their gauntlet against Minnesota. It was also a very successful first week for the Base Vols. They went 3-0 in their first weekend series against Hofstra, winning each game by at least 12 runs. The Vols also beat UNC Asheville 29-4 this past Tuesday. This weekend, they got another series against Samford, and they're looking to repeat the same success they found in the first series. Big changes are coming to the way NIL operates. Our Luke Lamry speaks with experts on the topic to break down what this means for the future of athletics.
In January, the University of Tennessee settled a lawsuit with the NCAA over NIL.
NIL, it stands for name, image, and likeness, and this idea that athletes should be compensated if they have a market value.
Jim B. Miller, a sports law professor at the University of Tennessee, has extensive research on the topic. In 2024, Tennessee filed a lawsuit against the NCAA over its regulations over NIL and how universities recruit athletes. B. Miller says the university felt the NCAA crossed a legal line.
There was some restrictions put on the third-party collectives saying that they couldn't be involved in talking to athletes and recruit them to the schools. In Tennessee, and the Attorney General for Virginia sued, and the court gave a preliminary injunction saying that you can't enforce those restrictions.
Despite the NCAA relinquishing NIL recruitment control, journalism and media professor Shannon Scoville says we're still officially waiting to see what this means for the future of collegiate athletics.
What is being discussed right now as an implication of the settlement is roster caps, which is impacting Olympic sports in a big way. Potentially direct payments to athletes, revenue sharing up to $21 million, I believe.
Another new development came in early February when the Department of Education removed Title IX guidance from NIL deals. Scoville has expertise in NIL, gender, and media.
To me, Title IX is non-negotiable. It's a federal law. Our politicians don't agree with that stance, or at least some of them don't, but to me it's the law.
While we don't know what's on the horizon for NIL, we do know that the future of collegiate athletics will look drastically different. For Vol News, I'm Luke Lamry.
Sadly, though, that is all the time I have for you today for the Rocky Top Sports Report. We'll be back next week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Zach.